Hi guys, welcome to my channel Zenith Institute where learning matters. So guys, as you can see, this is my B2 certificate. So the topic of today's video is how you can clear your B2 examination. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and some suggestions which will be helpful for you if you are planning to give DELF B2 examination. Guys, in this video, whatever suggestions I'm going to give you, this will be completely my opinion, and it is I'm telling you these things based on my experiences. So let's start. So guys, if you think hiring a trainer or instructor or getting an admission to an institution will ensure your exam will ensure to pass DELF B2 examination, this is not exactly correct. Why I'm telling you, if I tell you my story, then you'll get to know why I'm telling you this. So guys, let me share my story with you. So when I decided to give DELF B2 examination, it was almost 5 years back. That time I took admission in Alliance Francaise. I did all my courses from Alliance Francaise, and the persons who are learning French, they know that Alliance Francaise is the best institute one can have to learn French language. My course was a crash course for 3 months. We had to sit for 3 hours classroom training. So when I complete my course, I decided to go for the examination because I was very much sure that I did my course, and then now I can go for the examination. I took the admission, I registered for the examination, I gave the examination, and I failed. Yes, I failed in the examination, and it was a shock for me because I was very much sure that I took my course from Alliance Francaise and now I can give examination and I'll pass the examination. But that was not the case. Then I decided to go for the examination again, but this time I have to practice a lot. I have to be sure, I have to be prepared for the examination. In first attempt I was underprepared, and this time I didn't take any admission I didn't take admission in any institute. I didn't take any help from any tutor. I just took help from these two books. These two books helped me a lot to pass my DELF examination. I'll give you the link of these two books where you can purchase these two books, as well as I reviewed these two books for you guys. You can go and check out those videos. You will get the links in the comment section of this video, in the first comment, as well as in the description of this video. One thing I am very much sure for DELF B2 examination, taking an admission in an institute will not guarantee you succeed for DELF examination, but DELF preparation oriented books are really helpful for you if you are planning to give DELF B2 examination. If you want to learn, of course you should join any institute. Now when I started learning, when I started practicing with these two books, I took a topic and I used to write a lot. I used to listen radio podcasts, watching movies. These are the things I used to do. Talking about the speaking section, in this section you will get a topic and you have to convince the examiner with your point of views. For that I have a suggestion for you guys. If you are getting any topic, don't restrict yourselves. Okay, just think about that topic in a wider perspective. So in speaking examination, what should be the format that I am telling you? So once you will get the topic, you are going to get 10 minutes preparation time. How to use that time? So basically what I used to do, I used to set a timer when I was practicing, and I used to think about the points, think about the arguments which I can put forward to the examiner. So don't write your full sentences over there, just write points, whatever you want to say, and if possible precise points in a bullet points you can write, so that you can, when you see your paper at the time of examination, of course you cannot read your sentences. In examination you can take reference from those points, and you have to prove your point to the examiner. So that time you just write your short and precise sentences, and write in a bullet points, in a neatly you should write, because when you are giving examination it should be written in front of you very neatly, so that you can read it out. Otherwise at the time of examination when you present yourself, that time you get confused what you wrote. And Now let's take what should be the format is actually, once you get a topic, you have to give the introduction of that topic to the examiner, like from where this article has taken, when it was published, if these information are mentioned in the article. And then you have to give what the author is telling in this article. Just give a short and precise information about that topic. Sometimes you get the subject of the topic, so title of the topic, so you should say the title of the topic and all. So just give explanation what the article says. So this is, first you have to tell from where this article has been taken, the about information about the article, then what the article is saying, what author wants to say. Okay, then third is your point of view. Are you for of this topic or you are against of this topic? That you have to take a position. Okay, like you are supporting this article, this idea, or not supporting this idea. So this is your this is your point of view. And when you are telling yes, je suis d'accord avec ça, or je ne suis pas d'accord avec ça, so then you have to give 3 points at least to prove your opinion. And then when you give, so article presentation, then author's point of view, then your point of view, and then give if possible, give an contradictory point. Like if you think like homeschooling is a good thing, it is helpful for the kid because kid can spend more time with their parents, and they can get extra time for their other curriculum activities, because in school they get restricted to some subjects. Okay, now what could be the contradictory thing is that if they do homeschooling, they will be less social. Okay, they will be shy to meet people, they will be shy to meet other students. So when going to the school, give them confidence to deal with the to deal with the people. Okay, so this is the point. So you have to give the contradictory point, then give a solution if possible. If it is a problem oriented topic subject, then you if possible give a solution to that, and then you conclude. Okay, then you have to give a conclusion, give a proper closure. Okay, don't leave your topic, don't stop your monologue in halfway, so that the examiner if you give a proper closure to the topic, then the examiner will understand that okay, now you stop, and now they can put forward their questions. Of course, once you complete your monologue, they are going to ask you few questions. Okay, actually they are going to see whether whatever you are saying, are you able to justify it or not. Okay, you have to you have to be stick to your point. If you are for that topic, you have to prove it. If you are against to a topic, you have to prove it. It's don't worry about that. They are not going to ask you, they are not going to grill you. They are going to ask you 2 or 3 questions, just just as a they are going to cross question you whatever you said. Okay, so you have to be prepared for that. For listening, talking about the listening, you are going to get 2 topics for listenings. One will be for around 5 minutes listening, and one will be for 1 minute, around 1 minute. Then yeah, then in your reading section, again you are going to get two articles. One will be bigger and another will be smaller. Compared to other one, it will be smaller. And then your writing topics, you are going to get only 1 topic in writing, and there will be around 250 words to write. So guys, I think it is helpful for you. And the books which I followed to clear my B2 examination, those books will be reviewed by me. I'll give you the review of those 2 books, and that 2 books links will be given in the description. All the links I'll provide you the description, whether from where you can buy the book, and before buying the book, if you want to see the review, you can get all the details in those 2 videos. So guys, I think it is helpful for you. If you find it helpful, share with your friends and learning partners. And if you didn't subscribe my channel, subscribe to it, and stay tuned, because in coming days I'm going to make more videos about that in other DELF examinations. Thank you so much.